Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Michigan Antietam Auditorium for the first place game of the 2021 Collegiate Water Polo Association Championship, featuring the Michigan Wolverines and Bucknell University. All games are broadcast live at CWPA-TV.com, so tell your friends and family that they can catch all the action without ever leaving home. Please support the participants and officials today in a positive manner. Anyone failing to do so may be removed from the pool. Also remember that alcohol and tobacco products within the competition site are prohibited. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors for today's event: Cap 7, the official ball of the CWPA; Turbo, maker of great water polo apparel; Healy Awards, our supplier of championship plaques; and Fox 40, the official whistle for all competition. Folks, at this time we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the participants in today's contest. First, for the Michigan Wolverines, number 1, Alex Brown; number 1, Sophie Jackson; also wearing number 1, Heidi Rittner; number 2, Kayla Barone; number 3, Abby May; number 4, Emily Byrne; number 5, Ann Rankin; number 6, Sammy Monroe; number 7, Aaron Newstrom; number 8, Kathy Rogers; number 9, Emily Rittner; number 10, Libby Alsomgeist; number 11, Sophie Pontre; number 12, Ella Abbott; number 13, Ava Morant; number 15, Elise Walker; number 16, Jess Henningsen; number 17, Sophie Tavani; number 18, Allison Locke; number 19, Lola Cerulli; number 20, Maddie O'Reilly; number 21, Isabel Rocco; number 22, Grace Harbaugh; number 23, Kata Utase; and number 24, Casey Umloff. The Michigan coaching staff includes assistants Sydney Sonoda and Josh Hauer. The Wolverines are coached by head coach Dr. Marcelo Leonardi. And now for the Bucknell Bison. Number 1A, Sam Gove; number 2, Marcela Herrera; number 3, Abby Kosha; number 4, Paige Ferrano; number 6, Allie Ferrano; number 7, Chloe Smith; number 9, Bella Moynihan; number 11, Megan LaCroix; number 12, Bettina Tapiero; number 14, Olivia Day; number 18, Kirsten Hadachuk; number 20, Isabel Monahan; number 21, Emma Molesky; and number 22, Kaylee Hyham. The Bucknell coaching staff includes assistant coach Hannah Sunday and are coached by head coach John McBride.
The officials for this tournament: Alex Stankovich, Igor Mernenko, and Chad Packer. Stankovich is the head ref. So, final CWPA conference game for Heidi Rittner, the grad student, two-time all-tournament team player, once as a freshman, once as a junior. She's a grad now, as Michigan looks to win its 5th consecutive CWPA title and 10th overall. Out of the previous 9 Michigan Wolverine title teams, 3 of the 3 players from those title teams have been inducted in the CWPA Hall of Fame. Betsy Armstrong was part in 2002 and 5, 2008 CWPA Hall of Fame inductee. Shayna Welch was a part of the 2005 team. She was inducted in 2016, and Julie Hearn, 2008, 2009. She was the MVP in 2008, inducted in 2020. Here's Marcela Herrera. Ali Ferrano, who has 293 career goals. There's Sam Gove, who came into the season with not a lot of goalkeeping experience, has done a stellar job at that position, and we're going to update the scoreboard right now. They are now ready to go. Now Michigan is ready to jump into the water. In our third place game, St. Francis defeated Mount St. Mary's by a score of 17-1. That was the scoreboard from the previous game, and we've now got caught up. Heidi Rittner will have the honors. She'll try to be named second team all-tournament for the second time. First team all-tournament for the second time. There are a lot of players to watch out for Michigan. Michigan in dark, going right to left. Bucknell in white, left to right. And Rankin wins the sprint for Michigan. Rankin had a goal in the 16-0 semifinal win over Mount St. Mary's. That was game 1 today. The first shutout in CWPA Championship Tournament history. Set for the hole. Gobbled up there on the fence. Job well done. That steal was by Bettina Tapiro. Bucknell going left to right here. Takes the shot. Ooh, doinked out of play. Goal throw to come here for Heidi Rittner. Winner of this game will also qualify for the May 12th to 16th NCAA Women's Championship Tournament hosted by UCLA in Los Angeles. There was an offsides, it appeared. Either that or an offensive foul. Bucknell in white dribbling left to right as we are 1+ minutes into the game. Bucknell in over 24 attempts now. Never defeated the Michigan Wolverines. 2 regular season meetings this season. Michigan defeated Bucknell in Lewisburg, PA, 16-5 and 15-6. Sophie Pontre forces the ball under. Now it will be possession. Michigan, not for long. Offensive foul called, and the Wolverines give it up to the Bison. Which have a winning record for the 3rd straight season. Right now, 8-3 overall. Michigan on a 13-game win streak, 20-4 overall. This is the 18th game this season in which Michigan is facing a top 25 team. Bucknell is ranked number 20 in the polls. Winner foul. Ferrano! Had that one denied by the post anyway. Ali Ferrano, Bucknell's all-time leading scorer with 293 goals. Number 22, Kaylee Hyam, has 195. She had not scored in the 8-5 semifinal victory. And Michigan strikes first. 1-0 Wolverines. Take a look at this play.
Michigan goal scored by number 7, Erin Newstrom.
Erin Newstrom. She scored in the first game of the day. She scores again, and it's 1-0 Michigan. John McBride will call a timeout. Into the last 4 CWPA championship tournaments have been named the Doc Huntler coach of the tournament. And there's some flash photography here. We had been warned about that, as someone from Michigan would like to take some memories. Bucknell, though, would love to be the David in this one and take down CWPA's Goliath. Hard to do it at this pool, though. 7 on the shot clock. Now 5 on the shot clock. Gotta take a shot here, right? We'll dump it to the corner anyway to avoid the shot clock violation. And the Wolverines will have it, heading right to left. It was a shot clock violation. The first of the game for Bucknell. 0 of 2 so far on shots for the Bison. 1 of 1 on the Newstrom goal. Sending inside, egg beater motion. Loose. There was Ava Morant. Morant gets it back on the left flat. It was Van Rankin. And Morant bangs the gong. Her first of the game to make it 2-0. Michigan. Take a look at this sweet move.
Scored by number 13, Ava
Took a
Morant.
few deeks. Past the outstretched arm of Sam Gove. Michigan off to a fine start. 2-0 for the number 7 ranked Wolverines. Oh, by the way, in that 15-6 win by Michigan over Bucknell on April 11th, Heidi Rittner scored a goal to end the third quarter from her cage. And the first word PA set up inside, and that was deflected by Kathy Rogers from England. She's from Michigan, and now Rittner dangling the loose change. Wolverines dangling right to left now. Actually dribbling. Takes a wet pass set for the hole. Recovered by the Bucknell defense. In Bucknell's 8-5 win over St. Francis in the semifinals today, Allie Ferrano had 5 goals. Paige Ferrano had 2. Megan McCroy had the other. So 7 of the 8 goals were by the Ferrano sisters. That's what's going to get the job done, but not turnovers like that. Possession now belonging to the Wolverines of Ann Arbor. It's been a while since Michigan has hosted a CWPA championship tournament. More than 11 years. About 15 or so seconds left in the shot clock. Fake the egg beater now from the point. We'll take it and connect the dots. Well done for Lola Saluli to make it 3-0. Look at Saluli's goal. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Look like playing trampoline in the water.
Michigan goal scored by number 19, Lola Saluli.
That's a sneaky move, Lola. We see you. And plays like that is what's going to get the crowd excited. The 70 or so spectators permitted in this venue for the time being. Now for the NCAA Women's Water Polo Tournament, capacity could be up to 50%, pending the circumstances. As long as it's an outdoor venue. Sending inside, Bucknell looking for the first goal, and Rittner's not going to allow it. Michigan has yet to concede a goal. Today, open water opportunity. Libby Alsageist has it denied. I believe Marcela Herrera picks up the pieces. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's a good start for the host of Wolverines. Goals by Newstrom, Cerulli,
Bucknell exclusion number 2, Marcela Herrera.
and Ava Morant.
Excuse me, Michigan exclusion number 2, Kayla Barone.
Kayla Barone with the exclusion. Bucknell now on the attack, going 6 on 5. And an unsuccessful power play opportunity for Bucknell. Got a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Michigan would love to get another. Wolverines on the attack, and right to left in dark. Slowly. Emily Rittner trying to put some major power. Crossed ups, fresh clock. Ball under foul. Called on Libby Alsam-Geist, the freshman out of Hamilton, New Zealand. About a minute 15 left here in the first. Michigan is leading 3-0. 3 of 4 on shots, 0 of 3 for Bucknell. Actually 3 of 5 on shots, Michigan is, and wow, Rittner using the post to her advantage. Rittner was first team all-tournament in 2019, along with Maddie Steer, Abby Andrews, and Julia Seller. One of Heidi Rittner's role models is Maddie Steer, who has since graduated from the University of Michigan. Whoa, that is a windmill! How about Alsam-Geist to make it 4-0?
Michigan goal scored by number 10.
Take a look here. Whoa, looked like she was spinning those turbines. Alsam-Geist entered the day with 32 goals. Second on the team behind Maddie O'Reilly. O'Reilly entered the day with 44 tallies. Shot clock is unplugged. And substitutions have been made. About 25 seconds left in the opening period. Usually when Michigan goes up 4-0 in the first quarter, it's bad news for the opponents. Because the later we get in the game, the better Michigan gets. Power play opportunity now for Michigan. Sammy Monroe. Now with the exclusion. And Bucknell has a say in things. It's Paige Ferrano. And it's now 4-1. With 4 seconds remaining in the first, had some top spin. Looked like a boomerang in essence. Looked like it was going a different direction, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. It's the top seeded Michigan Wolverines in dark 4 and the Bucknell Bison in white 1. Newstrom, Alsam-Geist, Morant, and Cerulli with the Michigan tallies. And with a couple seconds left, Paige Ferrano got Bucknell on board. And now get ready for the second quarter sprint. Dropped by Igor Murnenko. Those Wolverines win the toss. It's Ann Rankin. Michigan in dark. It's heading right to left. Sophie Pontre from Perth, Western Australia. Pontre! Trying to say good day, mate, but not on that swing. Gove will have the toss. And this is Bucknell's first appearance in the CWPA title game since 1994. It was the same year as the Major League Baseball player strike during that summer. And Bucknell will be on another 6-5. First quarter, Paige Ferrano scored on the player advantage. Newstrom with her first exclusion for Michigan. Allie Ferrano with 293. That was a soft toss right to Rittner. Rittner trying to make her final home game at Canham as a student, a memorable one. She would like to hoist the hardware yet again. Oh, that was A bunch of Swiss cheese. That was nasty. It's now 5-1. How about Ann Rankin? Look at that. Right through the wickets. The finger wickets. Swiss cheese. Rankin with her first of the contest to make it 5-1 now. 4 in the first, 1 in the second. For top seed in Michigan. 1 in the first, none in the second. For second seed Bucknell. Third straight winning season for John McBride's Bison. Last handful of years had at least 14 wins in each of those seasons. Not counting this year due to the shortened season, shortened schedule. And Bucknell has a chance to get closer with a 5 meter by Ali Ferrano. Ferrano skips it and it's denied by Rittner in the post. That's the second missed penalty shot of the day for Bucknell, if I'm not mistaken. Missed one in 8-5 semifinal win over free seed St. Francis. That's off the crossbar.
5 meter penalty shot, no good by Bucknell.
Rankin, the guilty party with her first exclusion. Now Paige Ferrano heading left to right in white for the Bison of Lewisburg, PA. Only other team from Pennsylvania to win a CWPA title, Doc Hunkler's Slippery Rock, which won the first 9 CWPA titles in the late 80s to mid 90s. Bucknell went 0-4 in title games against the Slippery Rock teams. Rankin. And there's an offensive foul on her. Possession will belong back to Bucknell with under 5:20 to play in the second. 5-1 is the score. Number 7, Michigan on a 13-game win streak. th game in the season for Michigan against a top 25 opponent. This is the 5th time in the last 6 games Michigan's playing a team ranked in the top 25. Ordinary foul on Bucknell. 20 seconds left. Oh, that was a slip-up, and Michigan will take it. It's now 6-1.
Michigan goal scored by number 9, Emily Rittner.
Take a look at Emily Rittner's sweet goal. Whoop. That wasn't her intention probably, but she'll take it. Credited to Rittner, the younger sister of Heidi. Emily Rittner has won CWPA Division I Defensive Player of the Week award this season. Heidi Rittner has won it many times, so the Rittner sisters have done plenty of damage in conference play. Michigan finished 6-0 in the conference the regular season, and with the 16-0 win earlier over Mount St. Mary's, 20 straight conference wins. How about Marcella Herrera surprising Rittner? Out of her reach for sure. Used the post to her advantage, and that's Herrera's first of this contest. Paige Ferrano, Marcella Herrera, the senior from Windermere, Florida, makes it a 4-goal game. If Bucknell were to go in a bit of a run here, and Michigan might want to get nervous.
Bucknell exclusion, number 6, Ali Ferrano.
Ali Ferrano called for her first exclusion. There's the first exclusion foul of the game for Bucknell. Michigan has 4. Kayla Barone. Second effort. Cerulli. Boy, How close was
Michigan
that?
goal scored by number 19, Lola Cerulli. Goal coming with 3:38 remaining in the second.
And yes, it does count. I wasn't sure it would count. Take a look at this. Did it cross? Yes. How about that? 7-2. I wasn't sure because I'm not sure if I heard the whistle, but it did count for Cerulli, her second of the game. 7-2 now. With 3:20 to go in the first half. Catch and pounce is good for Bucknell. Bison respond. It's another one for Paige Ferrano, her second, to make it 7-3. And look at Ferrano playing spike ball. And boy, Bucknell really needed that after that gaffe. That led to the Cerulli goal. Been a couple of weird goals, what you say, deflections. Sophie Tavani. Cerulli, Tovani. Tovani digging deep and cashes in. Michigan leads it now 8-3. Tavani, her first.
Scored by number 17, Sophie Tavani.
Look at Tavani, had her eye on the prize. Check. Accepted. Taking that one to the bank all the way. So 8-3 now with 2:45 to go in the first half. 4 in the first, 4 in the second for Michigan. 1 in the first, 2 in the second for Bucknell. Bison attacking left to right and white here in the 2021 first place game in CWPA Division I Women's Varsity. After a 1-year absence due to the pandemic, glad to be back to crown the champion. In Michigan trying to make it 5 in a row, Bucknell trying to make it title number 1. Well, Michigan has won 13 straight here at Canton Natatorium, so not an easy task for the Bison. Trying to set up for the hole. Libby Alsengeist not able to put extra mustard on that. Sam Gove with the outlet. Minute 44 to go in the first half. Top seed in Michigan in dark 8. 2 seed Bucknell in white 3. Who's going to be our 2021 champion? Still got under 2 quarters, but right now it's leaning toward the hosts. Bucknell is on another 6 and 5. Is the right player.
Michigan exclusion number 17, Sophie Tavani.
Sophie Tavani, her first exclusion foul. That's Michigan's 5th. Bucknell has 1 exclusion. So Bucknell 1 of 4 on the power play, 1 of 3 in the power play, 0-1 in penalty shots. Trying to be 2 of 4 now. Shot clock needs to reset though, or start. The shot clock's not starting. So an extra couple of seconds. But that is short-lived. Shot clock functioning or not. Now here come the strobe lights from the camera. Hopefully it doesn't bother the players. Alsengeist crossing up to the right flat now for the Wolverines heading to the point. Tavani. Alsengeist spreading some yeast. It's 9-3, Michigan. Take a look at Alsengeist's tally. Good pass from Tavani. Getting guarded by Bucknell. And whoa, that wore a hole in the nylon. So 9-3 now. If it counted. I don't know if that counted. Because I did not hear any confirmation, so we'll see. As the shot clock is unplugged, we'll take a look at the scoreboard. So, we think it's 9-3. And that one will count for sure. That's Lois Sawoli's second. Pardon, her third.
Scored by number 19, Lola Cerulli. That goal comes with 2 seconds remaining in the half.
2 seconds left, and that will do it for the first half.
At the end of one half of play, the score, Michigan 9, Bucknell 3.
That goal that we thought was scored did not count.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for
So
today's
Lola
event.
Cerulli
The official
has
ball
3
of the
goals.
CWPA. Turbo, maker of great water polo apparel.
Emily Rittner with
Helium
1,
Awards,
Tavani 1,
championship
Morant
flag
1,
supply,
Alison
and Fox
Geist
40,
1,
the official whistle for all competitions.
Newstrom 1, and Rankin 1. Bucknell, 2 goals for Paige Ferrano, 1 for Marcela Herrera. Confirmation is top seed of Michigan in the dark 9. 20th ranked at the 2nd seed Bucknell in the white 3. It's halftime. Top seed in Michigan in the dark 9. 20th ranked and 2 seed Bucknell in the white 3. 4 in the first, 5 in the second for Michigan. 1 in the first, 2 in the second for Bucknell. Lola Cerulli leads all scorers with 3. She is for Michigan. Bucknell coming off an 8-5 win over St. Francis, Pennsylvania in Game 2, or second of 2 semifinals today. That snap a stretch of 19 consecutive games in which Bucknell had scored 10 or more goals and won. It was the first win with single figures since February 12th, February 2nd, 2020. A 7-5 win over Claremont Mud Scripps. Alex Brown has taken over for Heidi Rittner. Second appearance of the day for her. Got some time in the 16-0 semifinal win over 4-seed Mount St. Mary's. And now Bucknell dribbling left to right in white, needing to catch up. 6-goal deficit. Usually a very hard task to overcome against the Wolverines. Dr. Marcelo Leonardi has been very stout in his teachings with these big leads. Unless Bucknell has a say, this could be the last game for Ali Ferrano and Callie Hyham. It was a long shot, doinked off the right side of the post. Alex Brown with the outlet for Michigan, going right to left. Now entering this tournament, Maddie O'Reilly has averaged 3.4 points per game since the start of the 2020 season. Yeah, that's incredible. Riley hasn't scored yet in this one, as she came into the tournament with 44 goals in the season. Got her 100th tally, I believe, last month. She's a senior from Villanova. And that gets over Brown for another Bucknell score. It's now 9-4.
Bucknell goal scored by number 4, Paige Ferrano.
It's Paige Ferrano with her 4th. And it's now 9-4. How about this? For the Ferrano sisters today, that's 9 combined goals. Well, actually, let me check that. 10 combined goals. Allie had 5, Paige had 2 in the 8-5 win over St. Francis. Page has 3 in this one. If your last name's Ferrano, you tend to have your name called often, which is a good thing if you're Bucknell. Not so good if you're the other team. Here come the Bison of Lewisburg, PA, going left to right and white, with 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Ordinary foul. Taking it to the right side now to the flat. Now up to the point. Ali Ferrano. Shot clock on 8. 5:19 to go in the third. Set up for the hole. Fires. Had the eye on the prize all the way, but just a smooch, scooch to the right. Scooch to the right. Dr. Marcelo Leonardi now giving instruction to his team. Easy opening, easy come, easy goal. 10-4 now, Michigan.
Michigan goal scored by
Newstrom.
Aaron Newstrom.
With her second.
5:02 remaining in the third.
Look, she had defenders right on her, and to get it over Gove, that's impressive. And it's now 10-4. Michigan over Bucknell. 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third. And Cerulli leads Michigan with 3 goals. Newstrom has 2. And 5 other Wolverines have scored. Michigan, which has won 20 straight CWPA Division I conference games, as that is batted to the side by Brown, has now scored 10 or more goals in 18 consecutive CWPA D1 games. Wolverines have yielded 9 goals or fewer in 30 consecutive conference games. Fourth straight game in which Michigan has scored double figures. 7 on the shot clock, about 4 minutes to go in the third. That's blocked in the field, and now Bucknell wants to start the comeback trail. Now Ferrano, Paige Ferrano, Callie Hyam, 3 of Bucknell's catalysts, leading Bucknell to heights we haven't seen in nearly over a quarter century. Be a 6-on-5 to come for
Michigan's
Bucknell.
Number 8, Kathy Rogers.
Kathy Rogers with her first exclusion for Michigan.
Timeout Bucknell.
Bucknell will use a timeout. 3:53 to go in the third. Next weekend, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference is slated to have the MAAC Championship Tournament. Iona is of the MAC. Bucknell on the 6-on-5 is Rogers. Is in the timeout box. Now on the left side now. Bucknell not comfortable yet. Ferrano faking, firing wide left. Goal throw for Brown. And the score is 10-4 Wolverines. The 4-time defending champ, 9-time overall champ. Blocked, secured by Bucknell. I think I mentioned at the top of this broadcast that there are 3 members from past University of Michigan teams who have been inducted in the CWPA Hall of Fame. Betsy Armstrong and Julie Hearn had been named all-tournament team MVPs. Shannon Welch, who was inducted 5 years ago, was not, but did get first team all-conference and all-tournament in 2005. So did Betsy Armstrong. Now Brown will have the outlet, dangling the rock. Two and a half minutes left in the third, 10-4. Morant. Gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. That's Tovani. Thinking about pulling the trigger. With the hesitation. Give it up to Bucknell as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the third. 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third for Michigan. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for the Bison. We haven't seen Kelly Hyam or Ali Ferrano score yet in this one. Ferrano at 293 career goals and counting. Number 1 all-time in the program. Callie Hyam, daughter of LaSalle head coach Tom Hyam, 195 goals, has not scored yet today. Outlet on the near side from Alex Brown. Tovani, great cross. About a minute and change left in the third. Tovani gets it back to the flat. Digs inside the 6. Pontre! Not going around the world that time. Sam Gove advances it. Ordinary foul. Now to the half-distance line. Bucknell heading left to right in white. Lost control of the ball, and it will result in a power play for the Bison.
Michigan exclusion number 9, Emily Rittner.
Rittner with her first exclusion. Emily, that is, not Heidi. Brown in the cage. That's the 7th exclusion on UM. Just 1 exclusion on the Bison. Michigan is 10 of 20 overall on shots. Bucknell 4 of 19. Brought back to reality by Brown. And Alex Brown will look for clearance. Shot clock is unplugged. A little bit too far as Gove tried to give her team a shot at a goal. Now 10 on the game clock. Picked up by Brown now. And they'll just ride it off. From long distance, saved by Gove. And that is how the third quarter ends.
After 3 quarters of play,
24 minutes are in the books here in Ann Arbor. The score is top-seeded Michigan in the dark 10. 2-seed Bucknell in the white 4. Wolverines have won 9 titles, finished runner-up 4 times, trying to get 5th consecutive D1 title, CWPA championship, 10th overall. Bucknell 0-4 so far in title games, trying to get that elusive first crown, 10-4 Michigan. Scott Samuel Weiss here on the call. Been a pleasure calling winter 2021 men's and spring 2021 women's. Weren't so certain we would have water polo this school year as last March. It was March 8th, 2020 when the CWPA network had its last club game broadcast. And during this past week, I believe we resumed men's club conference calls, and we are hoping, we are hoping, in fall 2021 we will have men's club water polo, something we haven't had since the fall of 2019. And boy, club water polo is very fun. Varsity's fun, but club water polo, which are 7-minute quarters, it's fun because you have game after game. You don't have 2 3-hour breaks in between. It's always nice to amp up the volume and have one game end, 20 minutes later have another.
For the Wolverines, number 1A, Sophie Jackson.
Sophie Jackson comes into the game now for Michigan. And it's the Wolverines winning the sprint, trying to defend home turf for another win, and trying to make it 14 wins in a row. Power play here for Michigan, and Dr. Marcelo Leonardi is going to call a timeout to set it up, as the goal here would likely give Michigan put Michigan in a good spot. We want graduating seniors to get involved after their collegiate seasons are over by becoming a referee, mentor, coach, or supporter. Make sure to reach out to the CWPA office at 610-277-6787 or office@collegiatewaterpolo.org to get involved. That's the alumni initiative. So 30-second timeout called by Leonardi, and it was worth it.
Michigan goals
11-4 now.
Maddie O'Reilly.
That's Manny O'Reilly's first. And look at O'Reilly. Dang, I'm going to join the party. This is my last game here. Why not get in on the fun? She is from Villanova, Pennsylvania. That's a couple miles down the road from Bridgeport, Pennsylvania. Within 10 to 15 miles. And now Bucknell is on another power play.
Michigan exclusion number 13, Ava Morant.
Ava Morant with her first exclusion foul. 1 of 6 on the power play so far is Bucknell. 8th exclusion on Michigan, only 2 on Bucknell, and that's Jackson who will now have the outlet. Not capitalizing on the power play will do you harm. Here is the opportunity. Easy come, easy go, another one. That's Newstrom to make it 12-4. That's her third. Look at Newstrom going to the left side. Aaron Newstrom saying, I can taste another crown. I can taste another title, ladies. And at this point, it is appearing that Michigan is going back to the NCAA tournament for the 5th straight time. Now, there wasn't a tournament last year. Under Dr. Marcello Leonardi, Michigan is 1-5 in the NCAA tournament with 5 straight losses. 2016 finished at 4th place. 17, 18, and 19 one-and-dones. This season, Michigan has a chance to not be one-and-done based on its schedule. Because a win here would make it 14-4 this season against ranked opponents.
Emily
Whitner with her second exclusion foul, so she might take a seat. As Bucknell really in a deep hole right now. Ali Ferrano stuck at 93 career goals. Herrera will fire, tried to go to the left corner, couldn't hit anything. Sides out of play. Michigan with 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Bucknell 1-2-1-0. Dr. Marcello Leonardi, with the way this team is playing, likely going to be named Doc Hunkler, coach of the tournament, for the 3rd time. As a winning coach, that is. Last 2 times he had been named coach of the tournament, Michigan won the tournament. And right now, Dr. Leonardi is standing up with his hands crossed, arms crossed, on the sideline. John McBride yelling instructions to his team. Bucknell now in enemy territory. Ordinary foul. I believe that was on Emily Byrne, number 4 in dark. Marcella Herrera, one of 3 seniors, alongside Ali Ferrano and Callie Hyham, trying to go with the catch and pounce. But that is a pouted moment, one to be not pleased. Offensive foul by Michigan will give it back to the Bison. Bucknell in white, trailing by a lot. 11 in the last 13 games, Michigan has conceded 5 or fewer goals. Timeout will be taken by McBride. Abby May.
Timeout Bucknell.
Who came into the game recently, called for her first exclusion. Timeout Bucknell. 4:40 to go in regulation. Be sure to follow us on social media for all of the latest updates on what is happening around the league. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CWPA Water Polo, and be sure to check us out on our YouTube page for tons of great water polo content. Michigan in dark, the top seed 12, Bucknell in white, the 2 seed 4, Bucknell about to be on a 6-on-5 out of the timeout. Bucknell 4 of 22 on shots for 18.2 shooting percentage. Michigan 12 of 23 for a 5.22 mark. Possession for the offensive foul will go to Michigan. 10 exclusions on the Wolverines, 2 for Bucknell. 1 penalty foul by Michigan. Bucknell did not capitalize. 1 of 9 in the power play is Bucknell. 1 of 2 for Michigan. Remember, 1 point last month. Opponents had an under 10% success rate on the power play against Michigan. And it shows here. And Michigan is not an easy team to go up against, even when the Wolverines are down a player. 4 minutes and change left here. Michigan just counting down the moments from consecutive title number 5. Started in 2016. It looks like it'll be a 5-meter penalty throw for Bucknell. 2016, Michigan defeated Indiana 9-2. 2017 and 18 and 19, Michigan 3 years in a row defeated Princeton.
Number 6, Ali Ferrano will take
2017, I think, included current Team USA goalkeeper Ashley Johnson. Skip and stopped again, and Ferrano is saying, what happened?
Timeout,
Go
Michigan.
for 2 on penalty throws. And what do we have here? Take a look at this stop, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Palmed by Jackson. I don't believe John McBride is pleased with what's going on here in Ann Arbor. The score is 12-4, top seeded Michigan over second seeded Bucknell. We are at the Donald B. Canham Natatorium in the University in Michigan Ann Arbor campus. Scott Samuel David here on CWPA-TV.com. We also like to thank our sponsor, Cap 7, built by water polo players, for water polo players, which is a proud sponsor of the CWPA network. So again, Michigan 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Bucknell 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, none in the fourth. 2 missed penalty shots by Bucknell. Dr. Marcelo Leonardi just called timeout. Actually, it was... Let's see here. Yeah, Michigan called timeout. As Ali Ferrano, one of the Ferrano sisters, couldn't convert on that penalty. Ali Ferrano just wants to score for the 294th time. And it's been held in check. And if you hold Ali Ferrano in check, and Kaylee Hyham if she's playing, you're doing something well. Set up inside, taken away by Bucknell. Following the conclusion of this game, we plan on announcing The most valuable player, rookie of the tournament, and coach of the tournament. First and second team all-tournament players would be announced on the CWPA website, collegiatewaterpolo.org, some point in the coming days if the circumstances permit. Set up inside. Fires. Out in front is Jackson, and Bucknell takes advantage. It's 12-5. There's Kelly Hyham. That's her 196th of her career. Take a look at that. She is 4 away from 200. But there's limited time left for her to reach that plateau. So 7-goal difference. And Michigan, 11 of its last 13 wins involved conceding 5 or fewer goals. It is a 13-game win streak. This would be 14, which would be its longest since winning 20 in a row a couple of seasons ago. Wolverines with Bontre. Really leashed that quickly. Set up for the hole. We remain with the Wolverines. I think the shot clock didn't turn.
Timeout, Michigan.
Michigan
Bucknell, number 4.
Calls timeout.
Paige Ferrano.
Paige Ferrano called for her first exclusion. Ferrano, 3 goals. Marcelo Herrera, 1 goal. Kelly Hyham, 1 goal. And for Michigan, Willis Lilly, 3 goals. Aaron Newstrom, 3 goals from Rankin, Rittner, Emily Rittner, Alsomgeist, Morant, Tovani, and Maddie O'Reilly with 1 apiece. Sam Gove credited with 3 saves. Heidi Rittner had 3 saves. Brown had a couple. Now Sophie Jackson trying to finish it off. As Michigan has 1 timeout remaining. 1 full timeout remaining. 1 30-second timeout. Actually, Michigan used its 30-second timeout. Has 1 full timeout remaining. Bucknell just has a 30-second timeout. That is off the post. Covered up by Sam Gove. The CWPA scoreboard in the 4th quarter, Marist leads VMI 15-8 in MAAC play. We have under 2 minutes remaining. Michigan is getting ready to make some travel arrangements for Los Angeles from May 12th to 16th, hoping to extend that stay into the 16th of May at UCLA's Spiker Aquatic Center. Jackson, if it's her. And there was an offensive foul called on the Wolverines. Minute and a half remaining. Now Dr. Leonardi will take a seat. He had been standing for some time. Players can stand during these games, a new rule this season. Players have the option to sit and stand at any time. And Dr. Leonardi will use his final timeout. Michigan 12 of 25 on shots. Bucknell 5 of 25. 5 of 26 rather. 3 exclusion fouls for Bucknell, 11 for Michigan. 1 of 9 in the power play is Bucknell, 1 of 3 for Michigan. 2 penalty fouls by the Wolverines. 0 for 2 is Bucknell on the penalty shots. So again, the winner of this tournament would punch a ticket to the National Collegiate Athletic Association's Women's Water Polo Championship, slated for Wednesday, May 12th, Friday, May 14th, Sunday, May 16th, at the University of California, Los Angeles Spiker Aquatic Center. Michigan has been 1-0 in each of its previous 3 NCAA appearances. In 2016, defeated Arizona State 5-4 before losses 9-6 to USC and 5-4 to UCLA to finish at 4th. Now, Michigan has the capabilities of having a similar run to 2016, but maybe even deeper. And Michigan's had some experience this season in California. Went 2-1 against San Diego State this season. 12-11 overtime win and 11-10 win, both on March 6th and on March 7th, lost 7-6 in overtime to the Aztecs. April 5th and April 6th, 5-4 and 9-3 wins at the end number 13 Pacific. So 4-1 in California this season, Michigan. Sure, the Wolverines are looking forward to the trip to the Golden State. On the play, goal for Gove. And boy, for the seniors and grad students on the Michigan team, they're really going to be pleased. Especially Heidi Rittner, who has never lost in CWPA championship tournaments. She was a freshman in 2017. Since last year's season had been halted by the coronavirus pandemic, she decided to come back this year as a grad student and is making it well worth it. She is a catalyst. 12-3 in this team. We'll make it 13-3. You get to play at least a half. "23 seconds left. This could be Michigan's last possession of the tournament. 12-5 is the score. 4 seconds left. Bucknell way out. 1 versus 1. Shot clock unplugged. 5 seconds left. Takes the shot. A year after the season was halted, Michigan is still atop the CWPA. The final score, Michigan 12, Bucknell 5.
St. Mary's. Third place, St.
Michigan, 10th title in team history, 5th straight, qualifies for the NCAA tournament.
Please head to the video board area for the award presentation.
And the final score, it's Michigan 12, Bucknell in white 1. That's his quarter 4. Put an F for final.